Doing well. How are you doing?
Good, brother. Really good.
Congratulations on the win. Stoppage. How are we feeling about it?
Yeah, really happy, man. It's my second time in my pro career putting someone to sleep, so that's always a bit of fun. It's very satisfying. Um, yeah, incredible.
Is that kind of how you drew it up? In the first round, it seemed like you were throwing to take his head off, but you do end up getting a submission. How did it go out there kind of compared to what you were expecting?
It actually went quite different to how I was expecting. I thought I would be able to keep my range a lot better than I was able to, but he's sort of quick hands and good movement. Bridged the gap much quicker than I thought. But once I'd sort of felt him in the grapple that second round, and he got a flurry going, I just thought once I got that going, I just burned through him. So I think that, the adjustments are what made the difference in that fight. Just like as I get more experience, they're going to be quicker and they're going to come earlier.
The weigh-in and the face-off got like a little bit heated, nothing too ridiculous, but there was a little bit of something there. After it all, did you share any words with him in the cage? Kind of how were things between you two?
Yeah, I sort of said, look, man, no bad blood, like bury the hatchet, but he was obviously pretty rattled. He just woke up. So, there is no bad blood, man. At the end of the day, we're both there to put food on the table for our families and shake hands afterwards and go do it again.
How does it feel now to kind of close this chapter? You know, this is the second time this fight had been made. You're now done with it. You put a stamp on it very decisively. How is it to kind of move on from this?
It's a fucking huge sigh of relief, bro. It's very nice. Really good. It's been a whole year, or let's just say 8 months from the initial announcement from Perth till now, which is a very long time. But hopefully now we can just keep moving forward and keep them going. You know what I mean? I'll try and have a much more active year this year. Get at least 3 fights in. So we'll see where we go.
Talking about moving forward, you did have a name on your mind. You called out Neil Magny. What is it about that matchup that interests you?
Well, there's a lot to it actually there. First in Perth, he obviously had the fight against Jake, went to sleep, and then there's just a bit of controversy to it. Secondly, Neil's a legend. He's been in the game for so long. I think that he's a good step up for me. He's a massive step up in competition. And it just seems like the right fight to make. By no stretch of the imagination is that an easy fight, though. He's been around for longer than most, but I think that I'm ready for it.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you, Joel.
Just one idea. My question was about Neil Magny, but I want just you to ask how active you want to be this year, more than in the past, and how do you see you in 1 year, for example?
Yeah, I think 3 fights this year is a healthy amount to have. Look, if I was to have 4, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but at least 3 I'd like to get in, get a few more in, yeah.
And talking about the finish, you're feeling it was a lot of resistance. How do you set up this choke? Can you just talk about the moment you decide to do this move and how it happens? How do you feel it in the cage?
Honestly, man, as soon as I touched him, even when he was on the offensive for the grapple, it didn't feel strong at all. But I just stuck to the game plan, you know what I mean? I didn't really want to go too far away from it. After the second round, I just thought, and after feeling him, I just thought I'll be able to burn through him. So honestly, it just sort of naturally happened. And we started 50-50 against the cage. I ducked under, took his back, and from there I just went through my natural pathway to the back, slipped it under and finished him there.
G'day, Jono.
Hey, brother.
So he pressed very early at the beginning of the round. It looked like you struggled to find your rhythm there. So kind of when the fight started, where were you mentally?
Yeah, I was where I normally am before a fight, man. I just feel like sometimes I kick to find my range, and I think that was not the right thing to do there, especially with Oban coming out as aggressive as he did. So it's just a thing that I would have to adjust next time, you know what I mean? I prepare a lot in terms of visualizations and preparation mentally before a fight. So there are just a few little adjustments that I have to make.
And you've called out an opponent, but you've fought only in Australia. So can you call out a destination of where you'd like to fight?
Well, that's a great question, man. Anywhere. Anywhere, yeah.
And last one from me. Do you think Neil Magny is getting sick of being called out by Aussie fighters?
100%. 100%, yeah, poor bloke. But I guess then he also needs to take that in stride himself, that everyone wants to fight him because he is the guy that he is, you know what I mean? He's a fucking tough fight. He's a big step up in the right direction.
He didn't know why Jake Matthews was calling him out until after he'd won the fight. So he thought it was an offensive call out when really it was, no, I want to match up against you because you're so good. So you've been clear about that. So hopefully he hears that that's why you want to fight him.
Yeah, definitely, man. We'll see if that one can come to fruition.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, obviously, if you don't get the Neil Magny fight, is there any other name that you got in mind?
Not gonna lie, man. I haven't thought too much about it. Obviously, I just fought a few hours ago, an hour ago, if that. So that was the big thing on my mind. You know what I mean? You never look past your opponent. Yeah, the Neil Magny was just sort of one that the fight was one I sort of drew up very quickly. But off the top of my head, no, there isn't. But I'm sure the UFC brass will have a lot of options for me, and we'll get that going soon. Thanks, guys.